Hey, Emily. Okay, I finally have time to do your portfolio review. Sorry for the massive delay. It's been quite chaotic here with a bunch of clients we had, but we reached the deadline. Client happy. We're good to go. So that's freeing up some time to take a look at your portfolio. I'm gonna share my screen here. Well, we've already had a chat in our Discord community. You've joined one or two of our calls, so some of the stuff we've already seen. But still, yeah, good to take a look. As always, I don't necessarily review portfolios to give you artistic feedback or modeling feedback, but rather to give feedback on the impression of your portfolio, the sort of like the business value of your portfolio. So if somebody else, like a potential studio, art director, or maybe your freelance client, looks at your portfolio, what is the impression? What are the chances that you might get hired? So I'm really giving it from the business standpoint. That said, let's jump in. As you know, we already had a look at your hammer, which you showed in our community. Um, yeah, so I'm first going to comment on the overall impression, right? And yeah, I think you'll agree that it is very much a beginner portfolio. That's not bad. We all had to begin, but it of course means there is so much going to change in your portfolio in the future as you're learning. And I'm pretty sure you will agree that your earlier work doesn't even compare anymore with, for example, the hammer you did. But of course, if you are looking for a job right now, this portfolio is on the beginner level, so chances are pretty low. Again, that's not bad. If anything, I'm going to invite you to keep pushing forward, to keep honing in that skill, to keep really, even the hammer, which is already a good next level piece you did, but I think you can still push further. A lot of the older work, you'll probably just remove that earlier rather than later, right? So to just zoom in a little bit here. First of all, I'm going to show you from a branding standpoint, I would agree that this hammer is getting to a good level. Almost everything else, besides maybe the character setup, I like this one the most, but everything else is on the beginner level, including this. I'm not really sure what that is. So that really shows that there is still so much for you to learn and change. Don't worry about it. You're on your path. You're pushing forward. But remember, all of this, you will probably remove it at some point. Now let's just zoom in a little bit. I want to look at the hammer. Let's take a look at these characters, this scene. Not sure what this is. And I will take a look at these environments as well. So the hammer, we've talked about it in our community as well, Discord group. Yeah, it's your best work. Can it be better? Yeah, definitely. Does it really matter right now? No. Because I know you are really learning a lot and pushing forward a lot. So I'm not really going to comment a lot on this hammer. You're moving forward. And as long as you keep that momentum, you're good. So I'm not going to give any feedback. Just make sure you keep pushing forward. But it is obviously your best work so far. This character is also quite interesting. I like that there is a concept piece. I always tell 3D artists, don't forget to work on your concepting and designing skills. Many people forget that, and then they're just weak in design. Doesn't mean you will be the concept artist, but if you don't, or if you never practice your designing skill, that is also reflected in your 3D models because you just kind of don't know the nuances, or you lack in that skill to make shapes look well, fit together well, read nice and well. So where possible, make sure you don't neglect your designing skills. Otherwise, a cool character, but again, it's a very much a beginner piece, right? And I'm pretty sure you would agree with that. This is pretty much the same feedback. A beginner piece. I like that you are tackling all these different type of projects, which again is kind of building a good foundation. Some people are all in one direction and become really good at that, which is fine, but they sometimes or can lack an overall foundation of what it means to build quality game art in the whole pipeline. And you seem to be tackling everything a little bit. I do believe you still need to niche down in a direction, but at least you know how to do that foundation at some point. So that's good. From the characters, I like this one the most. Again, cool concept piece. It reads also the best. Yeah, it's just the best piece. But again, to be honest, I feel like I shouldn't give you too much feedback because you're just learning so much. So it's just a cool piece. But since you're changing so much and learning so much, yeah, just keep doing that. What I like about this one is it's like a beginner piece. Is it the best environment you've ever seen? No, but you've tackled environments, and environments are quite difficult because they have a lot of technicality to them. So again, you're exploring a lot and doing a lot, so that foundation is good. But I'm pretty sure you would also agree this is a beginner piece. I like the bread though. So yeah, also here I'm not gonna give a lot of feedback because you're just improving so much. This one, I clicked on this one specifically because it seems so simple. Like, what are we looking at? A bunch of props. From all the pieces you have, I think this is the first one you should just remove because it doesn't really show anything. It's almost looking at a bunch of boxes. Compare this to your hammer. I'm pretty sure you would also agree. But again, you're changing so much, learning so much, so that makes sense. Same here, beginner piece. I like this one though. Also here, beginner piece. So yeah, I think you get my point, right? You have a lot of beginner work on your portfolio. It's not going to help at all when you're looking for a job or freelancing, but that's not your purpose right now. Your purpose is to learn and improve, make the hours, keep pushing yourself forward, and that's what you're doing. I'm pretty sure you would agree this is going in the right direction. I like this one too. Everything else is very, old already. Like, imagine everything would be at this level. Totally different portfolio, right? So that's why I'm not really going to give you a lot of feedback because you're just on that mission. Make sure you keep motivated and you have that momentum. So keep doing that and you're good. What I will say though is right now, besides that it's a lot of beginner work, I don't really know what you're good at or what role you would be good at. Are you more into environments, more props, more characters? What is this little snail thing? And that can hurt you down the line when looking for a job or freelancing, because especially in our age right now where everything is just hyper specialized and we need to be a master at a thing, not the best way to kind of step into the industry. I do like that you're tackling everything, and the way I look at it is a good 3D artist or game artist has a good foundation of everything. They have touched everything, they know what an environment is and how it works. They know what a character is and how it works. They know how to do effects or whatever it is. So they have done all of that, but they are still focused in one direction. Could be characters, realism, environments, vehicles, stylized, whatever it is. And I would recommend you to start figure out what direction you like to do, what fits with you, and then start pushing more into that direction. And the best way to explain it really is, imagine you have a portfolio like you currently have, and you compare it to similar amount of work, similar quality of work, but that other portfolio is only characters or only environments. Who would a art director hire if he has a need for something? Probably the person that is all in on environments because he sees that this person has mastered environments or has done it a lot. So keep that in mind. It's in the end, it's all branding, right? It's the feeling somebody has when they see your work. And you, as an artist, should be conscious of that. You should design that. That is your task. That is your job, pretty much. So look at your work from a branding perspective as well, which is exactly what we pretty much teach at Mesh Masters in our bootcamp and masterclass, with everything else around it, the business side, the LinkedIn. So not only for you, but anybody else out there listening in on this, if you are serious about giving your 3D career an upgrade, not only artistically and modeling wise, but everything around it. So the business side, how to do LinkedIn, how to do freelancing, how to get a job, how to position yourself, how to do your branding, but also how to do the production side. So how do you manage yourself? How do you communicate with your team or clients? The soft skills around it, managing deadlines, time estimations, all of that, including the engine side of things. So these days it's so common to see a lot of 3D artists that make great work, but they really have never touched a game engine. They don't know how to implement their work. Just like, we need to do better as a community, you know. So the engine part, and of course the designing part. Doesn't mean I think you should become a concept artist, but if you understand design and you can translate from a concept piece to a well-looking model that has all the nuances of the mood and the design, yeah, you're amazing. You've got everything under control. Art, design, modeling, technical stuff, business, soft skills, then you're the professional. And that's exactly what we teach at the bootcamp and masterclass. And that's exactly what most studios and studio leads have so much trouble with finding those people. So if you're interested in really giving yourself a good career boost, make sure you find me on LinkedIn or join our Discord or go to our website meshmasters.com, and you can read everything about what we're doing. And then I'll hopefully see you somewhere on one of those channels. For you, Emily, keep doing what you're doing. Keep improving. I will see you in Discord and probably our next group call. And for everybody else, I will catch you on the next one.